Okay, everyone, welcome back to the detail formula. Never, well, maybe not never, but certainly didn't think I'd be saying that this soon, especially if we rewind back to a couple of weeks ago. Rewind the tape. Waited a long time for this. Waited a long time. So knowing me, we'll tie a little in this car this week, and then I'll end up selling it. But at the moment, that's not the plan. I didn't think it would be 2 weeks later from quoting that to then be like, this is the final wash of the E92. After tonight, after it's washed, it's going on the market. Again, in saying that, if 2 weeks ago you told me that, would have moved house and now I'm in a place with a garage and I have an E36, I wouldn't have believed that either. So yeah, this is where we're at. This is the final wash of the E92. So I guess a bit of reminiscing, going over the good times with it and how much I've learnt from this car, and yeah, we'll give it one last wash. Yep, so we'll give it a good head to toe wash. Give the wheels a thorough cleaning. And then give the paintwork a clean. This will also be maybe the second wash I've done with the ceramic coating. So it is pretty awesome to see how the coating works. The coating does an awesome job. Waited what? 2 years to be able to coat it, and then I finally coat it, and I've got it for 2 weeks. It's pretty typical. But in saying that, pretty excited for the next step. Yeah, we are heading in the right direction. So, what have my thoughts been about this car? Certainly, if you want a fast car, I wouldn't recommend it. It's a little sluggish, a little slow, but for me, it filled the gap and it did a job. Whether it was driving to work in Auckland, sitting in traffic, and a nice, quiet, comfortable car with a good stereo, you can listen to the radio nicely. It's always in comfort. It's a great looking shape. I love this shape. It's just a good looking car. And then from our transition from when driving to Mangawhai every week for work, those long highway trips, super comfy, enough power where you can cruise at a pretty good speed and get past cars where you need to, but yeah, just not that quick. So would I buy another 325 of these? Probably not. Nah, probably not. If I was going to get an E92, would have to save up and get the M3. I think it's just a little bit slow. Yeah, it's just a little on the slow side. But in saying that, I owe this car a bit. I learned a lot of my detailing techniques, trialed a lot on this car. This car, is the cover photo of our website, and probably, I'll probably leave it that way for a bit, just for the reminiscing factor. It's taken Chelsea and myself all over the country. From trips down to the Hawke's Bay to the top of the North Island, and every car. That's the best part about cars. It always has memories attached to them, and this one's certainly no different. But there comes a time when I've got the E36 now, and that's where most of the time and money will be spent on. And now that I have to drive into work on a gravel road every day, this is just not a good option. So hence the sale. Bittersweet, but on the lookout for a daily, and then I mean all the time is just going to be spent on that E36 making that mid. So yeah, sad to say goodbye to this thing, but excited for the next chapter too. And I'm sure, I mean, this thing's absolutely dialed in, so the next person that buys this is gonna really enjoy it. But then, I'll tell you what's epic too, having a spot that's not an apartment, I can wash my own freaking car whenever I like. I mean, that was obviously the main driving factor behind buying the E36, because I can finally work on it, but it's a shame I really never spent time, just because I'm a psycho and I enjoy, just washing my car. Didn't get the chance to really sit here with this awesome washing setup, washing a really nice ceramic coated car. But oh well, I mean, you win some, you lose some. Can't win them all. And it's going to be the E36 is a wee while away from getting to this level of dialed in-ness. So but oh well, it's not all bad. It's not all bad. But yeah, this house and garage is going to certainly take up some time over the coming months. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for cabinets. It is a rental, so I'm not going to go in and spend a ton of money on flooring and cabinets and things like that. So I've got to figure out a plan there. The flooring is polished concrete, which is nice, but because it's got all the stones and rocks in the finish, I figured out I'm never going to ever do that in a garage of mine. If you drop anything on it, like if you drop a bolt or anything, good luck finding it. It just blends in with the concrete, and yeah, good luck to you. Good luck to you. But it's still, I mean, it's a garage. It's still pretty dope. It's wicked. And if we go back to this car, it really was the pioneer behind launching the detail formula. I'm not sure if the detail formula would have existed if it wasn't for this car. So it means a lot. I think when we were in Auckland, if I didn't have a car that I cared about, like this thing, then the pursuit of looking after it and looking after my cars in general probably would have stopped when I sold the E30. Obviously would have regained it, because you never kind of lose it. But if I'd bought a shitter or an economical car just to drive around Auckland, well then that probably didn't, that passion and trying to keep your car looking as good as you can, and probably wouldn't have continued. So yeah, I owe this car amount. I owe this car, a lot. And yeah, it would be sad to see it go. Okay, that's the wheels done. Sun's coming down nicely. We should be timing this pretty well, which is nice. This car looks good at sunset, that's for sure. Even if she's dirty, she looks good. Alright, let's rinse her off. So you can really see now just how good the coating is. Yeah. I mean, that's what the hydrophobic, you might not be able to see it from here, but the hydrophobic nature of the coating versus a sealant or a wax. Not sure if you can see it, but it is, it's awesome. Like the water just doesn't stick. Yeah. It's so worth getting it done. It's so good. If you jump around this side, you might see it better in the sun. But this thing just hates water now. Hates it. And that's when it's dirty. That's when it's got some dirt on the paint. You wait till it's clean. I mean, it just doesn't get any better. Gosh, it's so good. It's so good. Get ready to foam it down. Let me know what you think in the comments here. I've been thinking about trying a few different soaps. Whilst I've used a lot of them, I've used GSF consistently now for probably almost a year, to be fair. So thinking about doing like a bit of a comparison test. I mean, there is a reason why I'm a fan of it. Just because of the fact how it leaves sealants and waxes alone. And it's just super easy to take off. But now that this car is fully ceramic coated, I might give Carpro Reset a go. But yeah, put anything in the description, everything I should try. Maybe Built Hammer, I've seen quite a bit from them lately that looks pretty good. So I might try them. But yeah, anything you want to see, chuck it in the comments below and I might do a comparison video, see what comes out best. But at the moment, GSF is still the winner. Still love that stuff. All right. I mean, this foam is still awesome. It makes all the neighbours stare at you. This is what's happening right now across the road. And that's almost half the fun. and hopefully that's what gets people interested and they start buying the stuff. That'd be sensational. Alright. Dump the soap in the bucket. But well, things are getting along pretty well with the, speaking of selling products, things are getting along pretty well. The detail formula website is getting better and better and better, starting to work out the kinks. And then we're not too far away. I mean, I've just let it sit there with no advertising so far. And, you know, it's ticking along. But yeah, not too far away from advertising things and really getting the word out there. So for those that have supported so far, thank you. You're allowing me to do some pretty cool stuff, so it's much appreciated. Much appreciated. For some reason, I always like having the buckets side by side. I couldn't tell you why. But they're always right next to each other. I guess it makes a little bit of sense, but they're always right next to each other. There's just, I know there's more crazy people like me out there, but there's just a massive amount of enjoyment you get from washing your car. Obviously the end, like you do it for the end goal, and that's why you do it, but I don't know, there's just something relaxing and peaceful about it. It's just nice knowing that it's all dialed in. It's that pride you have, and yeah, there's plenty out there, people out there that couldn't care less about their cars, but there's also a ton that are like me that do totally care, and you know, that's epic. It's sweet. It's so good. Tell you what, I'm looking forward to having the E36 as dialed in as this car. It's a long way from it at the moment. I ran my hand across the paint before, and it is so decontaminated. Like, it's the worst I've ever seen. Like, yeah, I might have to, usually I just use the rubber clay block, but I might have to get a heavy duty clay for that thing, because it's so contaminated. But we'll give that a go. Hopefully it's not too bad, but I'm seriously putting my clay block to the test if it's going to work on that. So fingers crossed that does the job. But it's nice to know too, because the paint looks pretty good when it's that when it's that contaminated. So when it's deconned and polished and coated, it's going to look wicked. Just shows you, once you get into detailing your own car and you have that certain standard, you know, that's your standard that you believe every car should be, when you get a car that hasn't been taken care of like the way you do, it definitely stands out. But how good's this? Out here on a Wednesday evening. Final wash of the E92. Final chance to really say goodbye. Couldn't think of a better way to do it. Hopefully the next owner looks after this thing just like I have. Might have to introduce them to the old detailed formula process. Sell them some products too maybe. But hopefully they see how good of a condition this car is and want to keep it at that level. Because it is at a high level. I mean, this thing's, I think I've said it about 50 times in this freaking video, but I seriously mean it. This thing's fucking awesome. Alright, front bumper to go. Then we're almost done. Also, in the comments, let me know if you enjoy this long format stuff. I can see the channel evolving into kind of 3 different areas. It'll be the one, kind of the project side of the E30, running all the videos for that, which is going to be great. 2 will be like the how-to videos that'll go with all the products that will stay on the website. And then I think I quite enjoy this long kind of chat and rambles about nothing. So I can totally understand if people find this boring as batshit and put them to sleep. But hey, if you enjoy just hanging out, let me know and we'll do a few more. You've got to take a look at this coating now it's been cleaned. It so does. It's so good. Yeah, the enjoyment's always been for other people's cars, not mine. And so having mine dialed in finally. It's just sick. I'll show you a close-up soon because you probably can't see that, but just awesome. Alright, yep. Come over and check this out. So first up with the spray nozzle. And then let's just do a stream of water. It's funny how it comes out of the pressure washer like that, but I mean that water's not even sticking. That's awesome. It's just awesome. Alright, let's grab the bead maker and wipe it down. I'm actually getting low. I need to top up. That's the I guess the only thing that's bad about having all the supplies that or shipping everything from the detail formula from Mum and Dad's place is that I'm like you, I have to get it shipped to me too. gonna have to order myself some stuff. But again, I love this stuff too. That is the coolest part about the detailed formula. It's all the products that I just love using. So from, I guess, a selfish standpoint, having all the products on tap is pretty freaking cool. But in saying that, I'm sure, like me, you're going to enjoy it just as much as what I do. Like, I genuinely look forward to washing my car. Like, I'll be sitting at work looking forward to getting home so I can wash my car. So I'm probably certified and insane, but I'm sure there's other people out there too. And if there's not, well then I guess I've just got a shitload of product to use over the next few years, which, hey, it's pretty freaking awesome too. And again, another awesome product, this freaking towel. Like, when, like, you just got stuff that works and works well, just makes the job so much better, so enjoyable. Like, look at that, man. Look at it. It's so awesome. But again, same as the soaps. Like, I've tried a lot of sealants and spray waxes. Obviously, Bead Maker is my favourite as a drying aid at the moment. But hey, fire some stuff in the comments, some new stuff. Like, I'm always happy to try. Whilst I do think I've tried the majority, if you're like swear by a certain product, I'll give it a crack, give it a go and see what I like best. It's the whole part about this this company, is that it's always going to evolve. Like, car products always evolve. Companies like G-Technic don't put in millions of dollars worth of research a year and product development for people, the consumer, and the likes of myself, just to get stuck on one way is the best way, and then not think of anything else. So, you know, this platform is always going to evolve with the best products, and hey, as long as those companies want to sell to me, then I'll be able to get it for you, which is the whole idea. So that's the game plan anyway. That is the game plan, and so far I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Get to say goodbye to this car today, and hey, might be another one tomorrow. The way I go, the way I deal with things right now is that things are happening very quickly. New car, new place to live, selling this brand new, newly ceramic coated car in a matter of like 2.5 weeks. Yeah, right. Wasn't quite the game plan, but it's pretty freaking cool at the same time. And like, just look at this car, man. Look at it. It's so dialed. So dialed. Again, it's about the best products. This car is basically fully dry now. Towel's still just sucking up water. Just sucking it up. And, you know, when you've got the right stuff, it just makes the whole process fun. Straight fun. What look how dialed this is, man. Just dialed. Okay, that's it. Car's dialed. Man, sensational. Back into the garage. Living the absolute dream. It's getting, and we've just got to springtime here in New Zealand, and it's still pretty cold. Like, it's like definitely feeling the cold now, but the sun's pretty much gone down. Awesome. So yeah, thanks again for watching. Let me know if you like this long format, and I really enjoyed looking at that, because I certainly do. Do you reckon I like beamers? Awesome. We'll see you in the next one.